What's up, geeks? It's your boy Krak. Today we're going to review my latest run of BWL. I'm going to be analyzing and criticizing all my mistakes for you to enjoy. I'm going to try to improve my parses next week or the week after. Next week is Dark Moon Fair, so obviously they should improve because that 10% damage should do a difference. If it doesn't, we have a problem. Either the run is going terribly or I'm doing something wrong. We should be skipping most of the trash. I might review some of the trash pool just to be sure that I'm pointing out all of my mistakes. Let's do this. So I have pretty much all the world buff available for this run and all the consumes. I think I'm missing some jujus, but not going overboard in the money spending. So the thing I like the most about rogues is really the burst. You get like instant bursts. I've built in my backstab auto attack, a start attack. It's very important as a macro, specifically for PvE. For PvP, it might be a bit different. My gear is decent. High Warlord, rank 14, daggers, some PvE pieces, T2 chest and T1 shoulders. I'm just looking to gear this tune as much as I can to get the best parses. And this is a mistake because they're gonna release the boss in half a second and I'm gonna chase the mob. I shouldn't have done that. By the time I get to the boss is already 10% down. 15% down. So I'm missing on tons of DPS there. I should have been auto-attacking the boss. I'm popping all my cooldown, knowing that I won't need my AR, Valistraz, and the boss is down very, very quickly. For that fight, it's a 90% parse. Instead of getting a 90 parse, if I was on the boss from the start, from like 99% health, I would have got probably 4 or 5 point more to my parse, so 94, 95. Probably add some DPS, obviously, because for that fight, all the trash, it doesn't count. Only the boss counts, so you should be on the boss from the start. I popped my Blade Fury on Razorgore. Wasn't a mistake. By the time we're gonna start Valistraz, my Blade Fury is not back. And this is not great because it's a very short fight. I think it was 27 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. You could have your Blade Fury the whole fight almost. I should have my Blade Fury. And if you see right now, there's like a minute left on my cooldown. The combat is going to start in 30 seconds. It won't be ready, and it won't be ready by the end of Valistraz, so I'm going to lose some DPS there and probably end up with a lower parse than I already did in the past. I think my first run I had DMF for that fight. My parse was a bit better. It's the best fight in the world. Like endless energy, always full energy. You're just like slapping backstab over backstab. Valistraz is about to start and I'm always a bit nervous with that fight because I don't want to rip aggro. 2 seconds in, I hit a crit, a second crit, and I get nervous, so I withdraw. I made another mistake in my opinion. I vanish. I don't think I was about to rip aggro. I shouldn't have vanished. I'm losing time, losing backstab, losing DPS. I should be spamming that backstab key and making sure my slice and dice is there the whole fight. But I'm not. I got scared because my tread plates are next to the face of the boss, and those bosses are so big that my tread plate is not in front of me. This is a new mistake that I'm gonna fix right after this video. I'm gonna go download an add-on for a week aura that's gonna give me my tread next to the little icon of the face of the boss instead of having to turn my camera to see my aggro. In the fight that lasts 27 seconds, you don't have a lot of time. So pretty much won't happen again. I will fix that. And we're heading to the next trash. For the next trash, we're gonna skip on the right. So we're gonna hug left and then just cleave the whole thing and somebody's gonna tank the captain. My Blade Flurry is up, so I'm gonna pop Blade Flurry right away. And look at those numbers. That's what I liked about rogues. Rogues are a warrior. You can get those big chunky numbers on everybody. It's like so much DPS. I think I'm 2400 DPS on Trash Pool. You can see that the other rogue sweat pop is Blade Flurry on Razorgore too because he didn't add it on Valistraz. So I'm going to be looking to push Valistraz next week. This is my weakest part. I'm not used to be a rogue for this, and this is, I think, one of the rogue specialty. I didn't know you could disarm trap out of stealth. So noob here, waiting for traps to make sure that they don't slow the group. We pulled, and we're going. Here, you know, I could have run out of stealth. I'm losing a lot of uptime on my slice and dice, on my everything. Popping everything here, AR, Blade Flurry. Got Slice and Dice up for 25 seconds. One of the better fight, I think, for me, in terms of like the cooldowns and what I use. Pop my Thistle Tea at the right moment too. And I'm gonna end up with 84 parse, not that great. I really need the Shadowcraft gear, which, like, Dark Mental. Because we're starting Firemaw, no food buff, no drink buff. And we're staying for this. This is not a two-phase thing. You're not gonna drop your stack. We're just going until the end. And we're 2 combo point in, no Slice and Dice. 3 combo points in, no Slice and Dice. Big mistake. Now I'm gonna hit the GFPP instead of my Slice and Dice. Now Slice and Dice is up. Like half of his health is down and no Slice and Dice. And it's gonna show in my parse. I could have parsed way better, knowing that we're doing a 1 phase for this. Also, my Thistle Tea was down, my cooldown were down, so like I can push this a bit more next week. Specifically, that I'm probably gonna skip those cooldown on Broodlord and push Firemaw a bit better. Now we're treading the needle. There's mob on the left, mob on the right. You just want to go right to the end, and then we're gonna do all our work at the end. I'm gonna skip that trash because nobody cares about that trash. I need an add-on to tell me my buffs because I get forgetful. Am I gonna get that drink? Yes. So this is Double Drake. We're gonna head to the back wall to the left and try to cleave them. Tanks were doing this for the first time for most of them, so we didn't do so great at cleaving. And I made a mistake of thinking I was cleaving, but I wasn't. I would have got like a much better parse at cleaving than this. So for a starter, I just push as much DPS as I can, and I pop Blade Flurry right now. Problem is, like, I'm not hitting the second Drake right now. Even though you would think, like, I think the distance should be great, but there's no number popping out of the second Drake, so no DPS on the second Drake. Blade Flurry is over, AR is over, and they're very far, so I'm not gonna get DPS out of both Drake. Right now would be when you pop all your cooldown, though my Slice and Dice was up pretty much the whole fight. So that's great, but no cleaving for your boy Crack. Ebon healed a ton. Like, that should never happen, but you know, it's a complex fight. Having 4 tanks, swapping aggro, the wing buffet, everything. The tanks are amazing there. They're doing a great job. If we can get them to cleave earlier, we're gonna get a much better kill than this. And we're on Flamegore, which is pretty much half dead, more than half dead, just by the cleave. Gotta love being a warrior there. This is gonna give me a combo Ebon Rock Flamegore parse of 56. Not that great. This is my worst parse of the run. I love this fight. Krakmalak is one of the most complex fight in terms of all the ability you have, but a very simple fight in terms of like almost a tank and spank and just hide from the breath. Garrot from the start, and Slice and Dice is up. Start doing some damage. Blade Flurry. Though you can see my ARs on cooldown, that's gonna affect my DPS greatly. I can save it. Either I do on Ebon Rock Flamegore or this fight, because there's not 5 minutes between the two of them. I have to pick my poison there for my parse. I'm staying as much as I can for the breath, about like 1 second, and then back in. No Thistle Tea for that fight too, because I used it. I just noticed I have bronze, and I clicked twice the sand. I didn't know you could consume the sand even if you're not afflicted by bronze. And his breath is supposed to be happening in about 2-3 seconds. Everybody's hiding. And then back in. So there's a little bit of uptime I could maximize there if I'm getting a more gutsy with the breath. I might lose my world buff, but you know, I can push more DPS. Now I'm sitting with 5 points for a while. Big Evis. Easy peasy. Bad loot though. Very bad loot. It's okay, we got DFT, we got Reju. Can't ask for more. And then straight to the... This is where I can switch my cloak right there, but I don't. I go stealth. Big ambush crit. Woof, I got scared there. Don't want to rip. Don't want to get the might and fury of the raid leader after me. I'm looking at my threat. He breed on us. Oh, okay. So good thing I kept my cloak, because I'd be dead. Five-point slice and dice. Slice and dice wasn't up for a long time. This big mistake. It's gonna show my parse, obviously. 80% parse. Slice and dice need to be up the whole fight. First point. Popped out my cooldown. Thistle Tea. Backstab, backstab. Now from there, I don't think I do a lot of mistakes. Oof. Big numbers. Looking at my aggro again. And now Slice and Dice is down. You need to renew it. See, like the uptime on Slice and Dice. That can't happen. That can't happen. Looking if I can do damage on the skeleton, because they're part of the encounter. And he asked us to help. As soon as they're arriving, I'm gonna turn around. My dynamite is not ready and I'm out of grenade. Obviously you wanna go sapper there and maybe holy water. I didn't do shit, and I lost tons of DPS there too. Should have stayed on the boss at that point. Now I'm a cat, and the fight will end. So yeah, overall, that fight, not great for me. Not perfect for the raid either. In hindsight, I think I could have improved on my slice and dice, my positioning, and some of the consumes. Also, I could have been more gutsy, pushing the limit of the aggro. Having the proper add-on to help me see the aggro will tremendously change the situation, because I'll be able to push to the limit of what the tank is generating in terms of threat, that inflict way more damage if I'm confident that the tank is going to keep aggro. I was confident because those guys are really good players. They're sweaty boys. They know what they do, so I can trust the tank more and push the aggro a little bit more. I don't think I will surpass the aggro of other very good warriors next to me. So if somebody's gonna rip, it's gonna be them. And if I see that my aggro is gonna get very close to rip, vanish, get back into an ambush, and I'm back into my rotation. But first of all, slice and dice, positioning, and then gutsiness. If you have anything else, put it down in the comment and tell me what I could have done to improve. And until the next time, have a nice one.